My stepmother convinced my dying father to leave everything to her charity, so I exposed what the charity really was. Your father wanted his legacy to help unfortunate children, not fund your selfish lifestyle, my stepmother Grace announced at the will reading, smiling as the lawyer confirmed Dad's entire estate would go to her charity, Grace's Angels. I sat there watching her dab fake tears while wearing the diamond necklace Dad bought for my late mother, knowing she'd manipulated a man with dementia, but not yet knowing the charity was just her personal bank account with a fancy name. 3 months earlier, Dad had been lucid enough to call me. Something's wrong with the paperwork Grace keeps bringing me, he'd said. By the time I flew home, he was deep in confusion, and Grace had power of attorney. He was so passionate about helping children, Grace told the lawyer, who seemed uncomfortable with the whole situation. Strange, since he never mentioned it in 40 years of knowing him, I said. Grace's smile tightened. People change. Your father found purpose in his final months. The charity documents looked legitimate. Grace's Angels was registered, had a website, even a mission statement about helping displaced youth. But Dad's fortune, built over decades of running a construction company, would be administered entirely by Grace. I'll contest this, I said. With what grounds? The will is legal. Your father was evaluated by 2 doctors who confirmed he was competent. Doctors you chose. Doctors the court approved. She was right. Legally, everything was airtight. Grace had spent 2 years planning this, marrying my father when he first showed signs of decline, slowly isolating him from family, becoming his sole caregiver. But Grace made one mistake. She got cocky. At Dad's funeral, she couldn't resist gloating. Your father always said you were too focused on money, Nathan. Now his money will actually do good instead of sitting in your trust fund. What trust fund? Dad was leaving everything to his kids equally until you showed up. Well, now it's going to children who actually need it. That's when I decided to look closer at Grace's Angels. The website had photos of smiling children, but reverse image searches showed they were stock photos. The address listed was a mail forwarding service. The board of directors were all variations of Grace's maiden name. I hired a forensic accountant. What she found was beautiful in its simplicity. Grace's Angels had received donations for 3 years, but had never actually helped a single child. Every dollar went to administrative costs, which included Grace's salary, her BMW lease, her condo rental, and surprisingly, payments to a casino in Atlantic City. This is fraud, my accountant said. Charity fraud is a federal crime. I compiled everything and waited. Grace needed to actually receive Dad's money for the crime to be complete. 2 weeks after the estate transferred, I attended Grace's charity gala at the country club. She'd invited all of Dad's business associates to celebrate his philanthropic legacy. During her speech about helping displaced youth, I stood up. I'd like to share something about Grace's Angels, I announced. Grace went rigid. Nathan, this isn't appropriate. Oh, I think Dad's friends should know where their donations go. I brought copies of everything. Bank statements showing charity funds at the casino. The BMW lease is labeled as transport for youth services. The condo is listed as temporary housing facility, where Grace lived alone. These are lies, Grace protested. These are your own financial records, the ones you filed with the IRS. The room stirred. Several of Dad's friends were major donors. I'd also like to introduce Special Agent Patricia Reeves from the FBI's White Collar Crime Division. Agent Reeves stood up from table 12. I invited her as my +1. Mrs. Morrison, we need to discuss your charity's operations. Grace tried to run. Security stopped her at the door. The investigation revealed everything. 3 years of fake charity operations. 42 donors defrauded. Over $2 million were stolen, including several donations from Dad before his death. Grace's lawyers argued she intended to help children eventually. The prosecutor laughed. The jury didn't. She got 12 years federal time. The estate was returned to Dad's biological children as proceeds of crime. The real kicker? In prison, Grace has to work in the youth counseling program, actually helping troubled kids for the first time in her life. During sentencing, she screamed that I destroyed her life. No, I said. You destroyed yours the day you decided my dying father was an ATM. The judge added 2 years for lack of remorse. Dad's money now funds an actual charity, run by an established organization, helping kids who need it. We named it after him, not her. Grace sends letters sometimes, claiming she loved my father. I forward them to the FBI in case she's plotting something new from prison. The most evil person I ever met? Someone who could look at a dying man with dementia and see only dollar signs, then claim it was charity.